Yo, fam. What's up? This is Tom, Executive Director of Your Other Family, Director of Your Other Brothers, checking in for a long overdue update pod. I like to do these every so often, just 10 or 15 minutes about what's going on in the world of Your Other Family, which includes our communities of Your Other Brothers and Your Other Sisters. Gosh, we are into May as I record this. Hopefully y'all don't hear the fan whirring above me and the windows are open and birds are chirping. Like, I have no central air in my apartment, so I am trying to stay as cool as I can as I record this in my steamy little apartment room. But a lot of really cool updates to get to. I want to start off by saying though that it's been a hard week. I'm just going to be real. Why else do Your Other Brothers, Your Other Family, and Your Other Sisters for that matter, although I have no say in that, if I'm not going to be vulnerable, if I'm not going to be real, because it has just been hard. In the last week or so of this recording, Sam Alberry was asked to resign from his church in Nashville due to an undisclosed relationship with a man prior to his hiring. So that was its own thing. There's a whole lot of layer and complexity to that situation. And then just today, as I record this, the news broke that Alan Chambers, the former president of Exodus International, was arrested for allegedly soliciting a minor, a 14-year-old boy who thankfully was actually an undercover detective in a sting operation. It wasn't actually a 14-year-old boy, but nonetheless, that also has me rattled. I got to go to a couple Exodus conferences back in the day. Certainly don't approve of a lot of Exodus's policies and postures about orientation change, but I always found Alan Chambers to be a stand-up guy, especially towards the end of his tenure with Exodus, was very humble, was very apologetic, and I just admired his courage to go on these multiple televised interviews. And I remember he did a Lisa Ling special where he was in a church basement with 15 or 20 ex-gay survivors, and they were just attacking him, giving it to him for all that they suffered. And oh my gosh, it's just wild. It's wild to think about. Because I know I'm trying not to be in doomsday mode and cynical thinking about what happens now, but I can just see so many people out there potentially saying oh, here's a guy, he was married, he is married, he's got 2 kids. Was he living a lie? Should he have just been able to be gay and have a boyfriend, have a husband, have a gay family? Would that have been better than this? And therefore, should every same-sex attracted gay person have that same liberty, have that same freedom, have that same blessing from God? Am I or any of us here in Your Other Family, are we going to be lumped in with someone like Alan Chambers? And I don't know, this is getting too into the weeds for this update podcast, because we will talk about the Sam Alberry situation on our next YOBcast coming soon. And I expect we'll talk more about the Alan Chambers situation on our next YOF podcast coming soon. And so that was one of the main updates I wanted to share after I got on my little tangent, was that, yeah, we've got some podcasts coming after a silent month or so, which I'll explain why we've been silent the last month or so. But between now and Revoice in mid-June, we expect to put out some more podcasts, which will be a fun way to enter into the Revoice conference. I'll be there. Aaron will be there. A bunch of our board members and community members will be there. So come say hey. Please, we would love to see you. I would love to meet you. Please feel free to reach out and step up to me. But yeah, a lot of podcasts coming. The reason it's been dark lately is I'm still in a part-time position now going into this year, as is Aaron. And so it's a matter of deciding, okay, what am I going to focus my hours on this week? And particularly the last month, my focus has been less on content and more on community. Because content is a big way that people find our community, discover that we exist, whether they do a Google search and find a blog, or they're clicking around on podcasts and get a similar podcast recommended to them. I I recognize that a lot of people find us through our content, and I love our content. I'm a storyteller at heart. I love the content. And I just have to own up to the fact that, yeah, life has gotten so busy between trying to produce content and continuing to navigate the landscape of a nonprofit ministry and fundraising and responding to emails and all the fun logistics of running an organization. I have not put as much time into the community as I've needed to. And I felt really convicted by that a couple months ago and sent out a community survey for our YOB community members in particular, and got a lot of awesome feedback. So many ideas for ways to improve our community, strengthen our community, broaden our community, deepen our community. And so been processing through a lot of those ideas and holding Zoom calls and town halls with our community members. And we've got nothing officially planned right now, but we've got 2 significant ideas that we're currently pondering as an organization. And so if you're in YOB in particular, there's all kinds of things that have been posted in our Discord server, Zoom calls coming, newsletters that'll explain more, Google Forms out the wazoo. There are so many Google Forms floating around. So it's kind of exciting. It's like we're being rebirthed in a sense. I feel like we've had this format that we've existed in for a while, and there's a lot of new implementations that I think we're at least going to try. We're going to try some new things in the coming months and see if it's a positive turn, if it's something that our community appreciates and wants. And so if anyone out there wants to join what we're doing, wants to be a part of that, truly never been a better time to join into the community of Your Other Brothers in particular. Like we're going to be trying some stuff over these next few months after this Revoice conference, and hopefully before our retreat in October in San Diego. So stay tuned. I'm excited for that. But that's been a pretty significant reason for the radio silence as far as the lack of podcasts lately, as I just devote more time into the community. And so now I'm like swinging back toward podcasts and content. And, this might just be the rhythm for the foreseeable future of, it's like whack-a-mole, right? It's like, okay, now I got to do some podcasts. Now let's do some blogs. Now let's do some community functions. Oh yeah, now the retreat's coming in October. Should probably plan for that soon. And it's a busy life, but it's good. It's all good stuff, and I'm grateful. Everyone out there listening, if you're already giving and participating in what we're doing, man, so grateful. Thank you so much, because man, we're getting somewhere. We're getting far. I'm really excited for a lot of like new energy with college students lately. Was super thrilled to be invited along with Aaron, and one of our board members, one of our community members attended as well. We had this college student call with InterVarsity, a couple ministry leaders with InterVarsity, their ministry to LGBT plus and same-sex attracted students. Was really cool. Like we got to do a Zoom call and talk about our ministry and talk about being in Christian community with sexual minorities inside college, and then certainly outside of college as well. And so that was a really fun opportunity to connect with some people doing good work and to make some new connections, meet some new people. If you're out there listening to this pod and you were on that call, hello, welcome. Shoot me an email anytime, tom@yourotherfamily.org. I'd love to chat with you and chat with anyone out there for that matter. But there was the InterVarsity call, and then I also was really just honored to be invited onto this podcast called Man to Men, a podcast hosted by the largest Christian fraternity in the country, Beta Upsilon Chi, BYX, or Bucks as they're known. And I was so thrilled to share my story and talk about Your Other Family, Your Other Brothers, predominantly masculine male audience. But yeah, it was really fun to be able to talk about our unique community. And my hope is that whenever this podcast releases, it hasn't released yet as of this recording, but my hope is that a bunch of college students will listen to it, and potentially college students who do identify as LGBTQ or same-sex attracted, whatever their language is, and they have the same core belief about sexuality, about marriage that we do in this community. Maybe they'll learn about us for the first time. And even beyond that, so many people listening to that podcast, I would love it if moms and dads and brothers and best friends of gay and queer and SSA men would also be blessed by that conversation. So if y'all could pray for that, that would be awesome. It should be out in the next few weeks, but I will definitely be posting all about that on our social media. So follow us on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok. We're on TikTok now. Follow all of the networks. I'm really thrilled that all of our handles are consistent across all of these networks. So you can find your other brothers at your other bros. You can find your other sisters at your other sisters, and you can find your other family at your other fam. And yeah, like I said, follow us on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, and then one YouTube channel at your other fam. It's amazing to be able to have all these outlets for reaching people, because there's different people on each of those outlets learning about us. We're doing more podcast video clips now. We did a podcast with Julia Sadusky and Mark Yarhouse that's gotten some traction online. So that's really cool. I'm excited about everything we're doing between content and social media. And I'm always down to find other guest podcast spots. Hey, if you know somebody with a podcast, let's get connected. I would love to tell any and everyone about what we're doing in this community, what we're doing in this ministry. And yeah, we'll talk more on our next YOFcast with Aaron and a special guest. We'll talk more about the Alan Chambers situation. We'll also talk about Revoice and what to expect there, in addition to a topic that I think has been overlooked for quite some time. So stay tuned for that. Your other sisters just did a podcast as well, so stay tuned. That's coming too. Podcasts galore are coming down the pike, and hopefully they'll all be out before the conference. So stay tuned. I'm so blessed by our leadership. I'm so blessed by our membership, and I'm so blessed by everyone who's partnering with us. Thank you. Thank you so much. It's days like today were difficult, not gonna lie. It was a heavy emotional day, just processing the arrest, processing what this means for his family, for him, for side B people and LGBT Christians and same-sex attracted people all over. What this means for me personally. I'm still processing all of that. And so it's not lost on me that we could use your prayers. Always, ever and always use your prayers for me, for Aaron, for our organization, for our board, for our members, for this life. It's a hard life, y'all. If you're there, if you're feeling the angst, either from the Sam Albury situation, the Alan Chambers situation, any number of other situations, like, don't stuff the emotions. Don't keep it to yourself. Like, shoot me an email. If you're in our community, post about it on Discord. Like, reach out to somebody. Let's talk through and process these heavy things, because I think if that's not what we're here for, like, what the heck are we here for then? You know, like, let's process all this stuff together. Love you all. I truly do.
Your other family.